Today was wonderful. I don't think I've ever had this much fun in my life.
What? Well, you're what, 24?
25, actually.
And you've never just had fun?
There isn't much place for self-amusement when your brother and you are orphaned as children, and ever since you're 10 years old, he's your responsibility and you have to do everything to make a living. Studies and work. That's all my life consists of. All for Philip.
You really love him so much, don't you?
He's my little brother, the last family I have left. He's everything to me. I care about him more than I care about myself.
It must be so great to have a sibling. I've always wondered what that would be like.
Well, like everything in life, it has its bright and dark sides.
A shame he didn't come along. Maybe he wouldn't be so grumpy then.
Maybe. But if he rather stays home alone, so be it.
I don't know if this is too far. After all, we don't know each other for very long yet. And I probably will open up a wound, but
You want to know what happened to our parents?
I'm sorry. I'm just curious. I probably shouldn't be. You don't need to tell me anything.
You can't open up wounds that are healed. It's 15 years in the past. We've been able to move on, but I've never told the story.
And you don't have to now.
There needs to be a first time for everything, no? My mother actually passed earlier than my father. They have been trying for a second child for years at that point. I myself was a lucky first attempt. As odd as that is to say, considering 4 years later it still never truly worked for them, or if it did, the child didn't make it in return. It's almost a miracle I'm sitting here right now. Then suddenly, finally, everything seemed to be going well, and soon after, there he was. I've become an older brother, something I've been looking forward to for a very long time. The thrill and joy wouldn't last long, however. Our mother contracted childbed fever after Philip's birth, a quite common after effect of childbirth from where we're from. It cost many, many lives already, including hers. She died 3 days later. Honestly, if you'd asked me to describe you how my mother looked or how she was like just from my memory, I couldn't tell. As for my father, he tried to find a second wife, a stepmother for Philip and me, without success. He was very strict, wasn't afraid to scare us to hurt us. If it meant we'd fit his expectations afterwards, he took every opportunity. Couldn't watch him hurt Philip. I don't know what it was, my instinct to protect him, or that I just couldn't bear seeing him suffer. But I always took Philip's punishments on myself. While not of the same kind, he too passed from a heavy fever 5 years after our mother. Now, you can't let a 10 and 6-year-old live all on their own. Thus, an aunt took us in until I was 14 and Philip was 10. I was old enough to work then, and so I did. Since you can't exactly feed a 10-year-old love and attention, I found work as assistant to a carpenter. Simultaneously to working there, I kept studying, hoping maybe when I'm old enough I could get a scholarship or something. And I actually did get one. Only to my misfortune, I had to quit my pursuit of a higher education due to Philip, and went back to my carpenter days. And now we're here.
I'm sorry you have to go through all that. And at such a young age, it must have been miserable.
Well, on the bright side, all those hardships made me me. And I'm actually happy with the kind of person I am now.
Rightfully so. I didn't know if I can say this, but I'm proud of you. You're an incredibly strong person, and that is nothing short of admirable. At least, I admire you. Have your ears always blushed along with your cheeks? Oh my, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I've been through worse. This is so embarrassing. Promise me this stays between you and me.
Hand on my heart. A little out of the blue, but has anyone ever told you how beautiful your eyes are? And how handsome you are in general?
You're the first one, actually. Did I hurt the tree's feelings, perhaps?
It likes you.
I'm flattered. Say, why is it you are so against believing this Lunaris tale? Isn't it a nice thought? To listen and trust your heart to do the right decision?
I don't know if I can trust my heart again.
How?
I doubt you want to hear the story of naive little Catherine and her experience with trusting her heart.
I actually do. Besides, I just told you my tragic life story. You kind of owe me one from your life, too.
Fine. I used to be a hopeless romantic. I was so fascinated by my parents and their relationship. The way they treat each other so affectionately. The way you could see how much they love each other. I wanted that for myself too. I was reading love stories, daydreaming and hoping to experience the same as the characters in those tales someday. Suddenly, there they were. They got my attention. We talked, got closer, became a pair. They were perfect. I loved them with all my heart. We even started planning for the future. Marriage, children. It was my own love story. But, alas, I trusted the wrong person and made a fool of myself. It was all nothing to them, and they left for another. I always thought it was my fault, that I had done something wrong, that I wasn't enough, that I'm still not enough for anyone. I began distracting myself from all love-related things afterwards. I don't want to get hurt again, so I'd rather stay alone instead of building up hopes again and having them crushed and destroyed.
You're not at fault for anything.
You don't know that.
But I know you fair enough to be sure of that. We all are naive sometimes, make wrong decisions, trust the wrong people, love the wrong person. If it's anybody's loss, it's theirs. They couldn't have a truly astonishing and lovely woman by their side, but didn't know how to handle it. They are not worth your self-doubt, nor your tears. Nobody is. You're wonderful the way you are. And if it's any help, I'm sure there is someone out there who truly loves you and will never want to hurt you. Perhaps you still have to meet that someone. Perhaps they're already in your life.
You don't know what it means when you give the Lunarist someone, do you?
Please don't tell me I did something stupid.
It's more sweet than stupid. It's read as a declaration of love to give the Lunarist flower.
Oh. Achoo! Gah! What is it with me and this tree today?
I think it's sweet. Relax.
Thank you for this evening. Good night, Catherine.
Good night, Blondie.
Psst. Philip? Good night, Phil.
Good night, Blondie. What's the matter with me? I think a girl would learn.
No matter whether I go vacation, that's ancient history. Been there, done that. It's the vacation. I won't say it. I know my house when it's like sweat. Feels like a waste. My head is screaming that I could be blue. Unless you're down with the ground, heart out. Get off my back, that's how I say it. Oh, please, I want to say I'm in love.
For artists, don't forget to check them out on Instagram. The link is in the description down below. This wouldn't be possible without them. Also, excuse the voices in the animatic. I tried my best. Credit to the amazing voice actor as well. Don't forget to check them out as well. With all that being said, first of all, I want you to remember that you don't have to share stuff if someone else shared something with you. And just want to thank you again for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And with all of that being said, I hope you're having a great day. Hope you have a great weekend, a great week. Love you so much. I hope I'll see you in the next one. Star out. Bye.